nsia ene November bosome de toso aduonu omanade hye emamunyina jo emama kwabamra enwumre no nsia Kasiebo ewo Ctv so ene joada de ensem hodo ya boa no fidwemu ene praso sabede esomo wodo nhwere baako yenhwe ensemu a edi kasie emu akotene ebi Ghana mampanyine nanado dankwa kufuado ahye bose na ban no bekoso ayede obetime bia na enyina mahoden ne ho nsam agirade nan so ewo omenwo Edom kuma ewo mrahye bedwafie ano dam ya wotiemu akire se aban na ye nadwene se wo bo sikabotire bi ya eye bese $300 million ede en wode kwaya wo kire se aban ne pese wode se sika no ekoto torchlight wode be yedai eno ho nsam ewo Kasiebo Yewia na yekodwade ani sikasem Kasiebo emo cocoboard ekire se de sede adwuma yekuo no enam ahokyere mu no ano ede pa enam akwan bi a wode ema contrage ya anododo som billion no aduonu eba akontia na asemi soofo a wo hwe awoka chansem so wono ena de tudwa Yewia na yetweso pokọ nkrofo akro ene nkrofo aman so na yenyina yedim se Liberia man no ekoto aba abato no echi nsunsanso nia odi nkunim ne honsam ewo ha yede ebedan mo Kasiebo Emziafo we kan sama hodo obirim ho na matranse ya mede ensom wo kaise Kasiebo etwagu ewo wafiefia hodo mu kasafo nyine so a odu abefontenta fidie ne so a my Ctv GH social media handles ahodo no nyina obo my Ctv GH Kasiebo pia ba no anya bi ahwe eya no wakai se obeto ama no fefo ama wonu so anya bi ahwe anwumrei musomfo eye Afia Brempomaa Hinne mentwa me ho sima ensam ne de wo ha me ba me de besomo Ebusia mamunyina kwaba afei yanyibre na yefa ensem no ensomo Ghana mampanyine na eredenko akufuado akwakasa ewo energy awards ase ama wode atudwa se na ban na ni abrepa sakrodom ya woko etia enmahoden emu hawa hodo ewo my Ghana mo wose aban ni girane na so abrane so obeko na enmahoden sem girane na iso kopem se omeyi afebia yem sika ebenya ananse mfaso a oman no enya no obetimi kra yi wo ha munchiche mudu e de akon ama anyina hoden nsem egiran ne nai so e wo menmo.
This year's theme, Ghana's energy transition framework, sector institutions as building blocks for the 2030-2040 targets, is essentially about our future and explains in some detail how stakeholders can work together to protect it. It is a theme that resonates with me because it touches the core of our very survival as a nation. Ladies and gentlemen, as you know, Ghana is a signatory to the Paris Agreement on Climate Change, whose proceedings were in fact co-chaired by the second President of the Fourth Republic, His Excellency John Agyekum Kufuor, and whose ultimate goal is to keep rising global temperatures to below 2 degrees Celsius, preferably 1.5 degrees Celsius relative to pre-industrial levels. This means that we have committed ourselves to lowering our greenhouse gas emissions in respect to the effects of climate change, whilst ensuring that our development and the well-being of our people are not jeopardized. In fulfillment of this commitment, I unveiled the Ghana Energy Transition and Investment Plan during the Global Africa Business Initiative event in New York on the 21st of September 2023, on the sidelines of this year's meeting of the United Nations General Assembly. This plan spells out a reasonable path for Ghana to attain net zero energy-related carbon emissions by 2060. And this plan has been accurately and forcefully set out by the Deputy Minister for Energy. The framework is a result of extensive research and engagements with a considerable number of stakeholders, including sector institutions, civil society, the corporate sector, international partners, and academia. It also aligns with our national development agenda, as well as the 2030 United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. The framework outlines how we will implement low-carbon solutions in major sectors of our economy, such as oil and gas, industry, transportation, cooking, agriculture, and power. It also highlights the essential investment, regulatory initiatives, institutional arrangements, and capacity building requirements needed to facilitate this shift. It is a flexible and dynamic tool that will be updated and modified as we learn from our implementation experience and as new technologies and possibilities emerge. It is a living document that will be reviewed regularly and evaluated to ensure that it remains relevant and responsive to our changing circumstances and goals. Ladies and gentlemen, this national framework is ambitious, but it is attainable. It is anticipated that some $550 billion United States dollars will have to be raised over the next 40 years, equivalent to some 10% of our annual GDP. This may appear huge, but yet it is less than what would be spent if we carry on unconcerned. Furthermore, the framework will have long-term advantages for our economy, society, and environment. It will increase our energy security, diversify our energy mix, create jobs, boost health, help to eradicate poverty, and safeguard our natural resources. The framework will also position Ghana as a world leader in energy transition. We will be amongst the first countries, both in Africa and beyond, to attain universal access to clean and modern energy by 2030. Additionally, we'll be amongst the first countries to use carbon capture, utilization, and storage technology to decarbonize our energy industry.
Afia ntoso na yenkoye ni mwena edom kuma e womra shibedwam e na e kasa wo bo Ghana fo nyina mane esa aban no adwembone abanetrim e na Ghana fo busa sa adwembone bɛhia wo kyerɛ sɛ aban na ye na dwense wo te Ghana sika botene no anasa orte omeyi yemfa so ya yebenya emu $300 million na wode akwa torchlight e de no de ye e na dom kuma e ranking member on food and agric Ura Eriko Poko ejira said the abano anim the entire watu sa ejirano.
Loan agreement yes some America dollar no $800 million akoso ewo Ghana Cocoa Board any banks and financial institutions be entem na wachira sika esika wode ebeto cocoa aba afimpim no any edunu miensanim kopim afimpim no any edunu na season no emu na no ena Ura Eriko Poko wobisa aban no ko sanse wafimpim no any edunu na budget ya yefoto sanfo ken oforiata obekenka ye no wachira se aban no apesika esom Ghana city no $300 million Ghana cedis ya wode ebeto torchlights na wobisa aban na se wonya sika mpo a wode etua eye contractors for car na eba na sen na obenya sika ede ato torchlights
number ha amson pe $1.3 billion ede akoto koko nkoa 800,000 tons parliament ya approve ma omo afro so ya mo nya 800,000 anto moto 655,803 tons saka mo nya sika kakra to ye ho munya se to amosi asambo ka 3.3 billion ani asedi amamu adwuma yeni na de ye yakra ne se maboka we nyina achi no mo de ahye budget bi se afi we wo mo de 302,910 Ghana cities. Yeah, they got torchlight. Eddie Amako Kuafo. Solar torchlight. Kuafo, no Tiagromu Hunukai. Eddie got torchlight, the Diamond. Yes, I buy a Amako contract. 21 billion won't be Tria. Abaya Kuafaka Triakran, what is it can be a SCC Kuafo? Abaya, one Kasa, Nioma Wayan office, not in Tiawako Jibusia went to Tria. Ama what to Canasha when him 8.1 billion. Why a debt restructuration when him Coco wouldn't be Tria? Now Konya 302 million, 3 trillion. What's the got torchlight? Now you just a wine or this contract Namano. Tender Ben one way. And Jabusia for a Nibresam Cassia. Nayan de high and say 2016 I had Yakomian Show Muzano. Safeno. Sikaya Yusun Cocoa Board office in Naya 363 million Ghana cedis. And Yadima Homo. 363 million Ghana cedis no. Yet it produce cocoa 969,000 tons. 2021 no. Sika mu Yusun office and office expenditure no. Apeja could do 2.5 billion Ghana cedis.
So cocoa production.
It's all the total 2016 the annual increased by 589%. Now kotu cocoa we nimu de 63 a wo wunu cocoa da wa botai ye nua na ye ho adwuma didi no wo atu de 589%. Na kuani ni de na wakotu 63%. Enya sisie
wakasa wie ye enadom koma ba no dani wonimonyamfo atofosen enso editu dwasem enom nioma enkoye ewo NPP aban mu ntino nei enam so ama nei Cocoa Board ejuma na egu a eka twetwere die na sesei eda wo mo so
for what saying there Cocoa Board sisi a why there baby a adza wo yan de wo kranyama instead of the what on cocoa muni anom wo ya roho cocoa here na yenyim there what the cocoa bottle na what to cocoa Afia oba besinu kwe what to cocoa 650,000 metric tons na do ya roho in there wokoto jute sack nkotin 1.4 million metric tons no chede cocoa bottle na la what to cocoa no what tobru cocoa a o nti bottle wo ho nti wonya cocoa fom mini anom beka do onye enough cocoa bottle no no what ton bottle krubiala $2 what about tama ochede cocoa bottle krubia 2.5 million Ghana scheme cocoa bottle kol ina za wo yen de water fertilizer na chemicals na fertilizer na water ono so awon fa nya adwuma na cocoa ne nya den onkoso nti fertilizer no bo no ro kosoro na ndo ro kosoro na cocoa ne reba fom na brofo kasem wo say there is an inverse relationship between the cost awon incur as against production muni anom Cocoa Board egu under President Kufuor Cocoa Board why one Ministry of Roads why award the contract for road construction 27 billion titisikada 270 trillion I don't know so want to mintua February want to mintua kawunti contractors kawunti da wo yen de interest on delayed payment oye when I was on karu interest nkotin bosom ko February 264 million Ghana cedis
South Tong Russia Bejani Ura Komla Woyome Edi Atu just say Abaino ahokeka wode share agudie mu nsem ananse agopramaso nsem obronisi sports ehon nsensem wo my Ghana mu no nokwasem nie ate akofom kra o chese aban ne be wo hyehyehye bo bebre so beba emabunu sports hon nsensem agina ne nanso wo my Ghana mu ne ade ene kasa tenten bebre kwa nanso abra akunwa no obetena aso no besi ne wo twentwen ne na ase wo bomi fita duku ene wo hyedade sepese wo sports hon nsensem ho nti one in some true for atwetwe komode nsemi atodwa
a kind of lackadaisical attitude towards sports development in the country. If you watch carefully, either we are just interested in probably, we want to build infrastructure, and we are not interested in why we are building the infrastructure in terms of the products, the athletes themselves, whether you are also working towards ensuring that you get the athletes, a lot of these athletes better trained and all that are required, for us to be recognized as really a sports nation, a nation that really recognizes sports and professional sports at that. We are not really doing, even when it comes to even the infrastructure itself. I mean, you realize that we've really not come out with a strategy to get even a PPP arrangement going. You understand? It is not rocket science. You see, it is something that one can do. It is doable. I mean, if other nations are doing it, we should find a way why they are getting it done and we can't get it done. We should be able to get it done. We want to host events, and one event is like, we are not really as if we will hold the event another day, another. You understand? There's no commitment in ensuring. Look, how many times don't we have to postpone the hosting of these African games? You understand, the back and forth and all that, you know, and all the things that are associated with it, including even training their own local athletes. Because it will really pain me, to say the least, if we host this event even next year and we don't win medals, enough medals, more than we have won in the past in any event, be it continental level or beyond the continent. But the pride of you get there and then winning, and then, you know, kissing the bronze or silver or, you know, a gold medal as a kind of pride, you know, and then a sense of fulfillment, getting you there. We need to do more. Resources need to be released for these things to be done. The ministry is not being taken serious, and support is not really there as it must be. And many of the programs are not really completed. It's all like slow, you know, in terms of getting the support to its initiation to completion. So those are some of the challenges, and so I don't really see sports really in the plan of this government, except to say that, oh, we'll hold this event, we will do that, we will do this. We are not seeing it. So we just are hoping that that is why the finance minister, in terms of everything, will not even mention sports in its in his summary, you know, because look at how much money just for the mere participation in the World Cup we are getting. Sports is business. You understand? The mere participation in the event can bring you money back. So whatever money you may have invested, it's money that you can easily get back. As you know, aside all the benefits that sports bring, in terms of you marketing the country, getting the country on the international circle known, and of course through this you might attract an investor on the sports. That's so easily. Aside the tourism aspect, because of course when you are hosting events, you are talking about sporting activity. Even internally, you move from Kumasi to Accra. People will come to Accra, they will rent hotels. I mean, it's business for the people. You will go to a restaurant and eat. It's business. I mean, so all these are benefits sports bring on the table to improve an economy. Fine. So the issue is this. That is not the only thing. You also want to go higher and higher, like the World Cup. You are bringing home close to about $1 million, 10 million plus, you know, dollars. So I mean, that again tells you that it's business. So if you do it well, you reap. If you don't do it well, nothing comes in. So it's high time we look at sports and treat it as a very important contributor to our GDP and give it the necessary energy for it to thrive.
Afia yenko ensemfo from where Ghana mampanyini na na dodanko akufuado adampo Ghana mampanyin dada John Dramani Mahama on one so na ehim frankano ama NDC amanyoko no watete bi e de amane omampanyini na na dodanko akufuado ya wo kire se wonim omampanyini wabetena konwa so ne timu edensa ya se obetumi agu omamma adwuma ya agu eye poultry farm say any poultry business e wo my Ghana mo wo sen kane na nka kosua bo anya de kra sense wonu ma eye nkokọ wo my Ghana mo no nuane no afo enti wo kwa wonya bito na otumi de abema wonu mo nkokọ no amodia adore mo otumi atonkosua kama ama Ghana fo anya bi edi nanso enam support adwuma no aguo enuoma ye den ama nkokọ kra no wonya bi enti no ama se support adwuma ni nyina agu wo my Ghana mo
John Dramani Mahama ene Ghana fo bi kasa ene wo kire se wo hwa na mo ya ban tu ebreti we mu obedi akonwa so a ehyehyehye ano obo ne chirimu po se wo mu epo ano ema niska ede board mpemu a pri nipa benya atumi no wo mu animonyam anase wo mu botom ene wo prie nyina ne se wo hwe eye poultry pharmacy a wo mu de nkokọ edi dwuma wo mamu a wogu wo mu nyuma nyina afi kuafo no akade ne kra na nyade so wo mu nya bi okọ akuafo kakra na wo menya no so no ade so ode boato so ya wo ton ade ama wo mu aban ni tu sa na mo no se be ya skani bia untimi enkonkodi udwuma na onwuma no ekowiase ebegu kura na afi wode ama ne party fo a ebu ano emaninya sa tumi
poultry eye nkokọ edwuma ye no emo anwa esichire tomato ene obeye num ye krab ye $2 billion $2 billion ene de kra sa nyoma no eba Ghana ha enso wo hwa Ghana so a eye nyoma ebetimi aye yankasa ewo ha enti ye de moama poultry fo a na ewo se enyoma poultry na ye di fi abonte ba no ye ma esote na NDC aban wo so no omo de poultry na efi amano ne ba no ye ka che omo se ansa ne ebe pene ama wo de poultry efi abrochi aba no ewo se wo kire se poultry no wato efi Ghana poultry farmers ni bi asana wude abrochi de na beka ho ye ema poultry a di fi amano ne no esote ye enso ye fi aban mu eno mo abue kwan ebiom ama omo na nipa ne bebre a omo ye MPP fo a omo ema MPP amanyoko ne sika no omo ka poultry importers no ho
National Chairman Edima NDC Amanyoko no Yera Johnson say dinkati aso de bitu so say nanse niema bi ekoso se osum amanyosem ya we predi to no yonko so no we apredi atoro yonko so no enye no ene ade ehia Ghana fo bebi a Ghana fo di wonti betro di obedie kwan obefa so obenya setena pa eno ne ade a Ghana fo adwene ho niti ewiase mpani se ka mafa ka bo chechede ne fa abomofo kane amanyosem a ye no mamu ha no ebinsi da so obi kasa asmesi anaso bentene ne somni eni ntina mekoto abade ama no ya wo hu no se ehwe nipa obetumi aye na ye nto aba no emfa
na mana di president no yesi ye pe president a ye beji na di sense mo am kan kire ye munyi ni se ye ba ye betimi ya se ka mo kan kire ye na se president Mahama ye nipa o ka se good morning wa bra na awia akoto a anka okase fa se kan wa se ma me kwa me fanya du anka mba kasa ya fra mo abra kan mba ba enuti emfa asori awoko emfa nyamsoma awosom anabo somo awosom de mo pede se why ene bedi oman so onu na bejeje yeto ojiji wi a yebe no de be ya ma ye ho atoye
emabunu bi ye wo fetanta wanchi na afi brikum enso ehwe bosha hodo ya MPP aban no ahye wo mu a nyina ye hwebuada a wani so ene de ne John Mahama eken ede ye mfato ho ebi ekire CTV amanebofo
samre ya papa ba no ono na ko samre ya papa ba obaga bagie oni ntinu ma ya ni age sase ye wa hu hiahiem nti ya papa ba oba aneswa ya soa no ya papa baba ba sia ye oni ntinu ma fanta fo ya ni age
oka se mo ahokyere mu a ede ntina gasa
ne nti aya kan saade sai manu mo aye dene pa kokwa akuafo prase bade ma ni ya ni nje ho atichafo no na nsabo ni nyanti ba nyina ba afiri ha tukwane ya manu ya nyani pa ma ba nkyira bade nti ne nanado ya ne dia ama manu mo aye dene oni ntini ma ye kan sai ye ho akyere ya
ye ba be hia no ne yatinsempa na ya na ompese okache say be bitu science. To be honest with you, since nanado bayi We have faced a lot of problems in Germany. Even look at our road network. From here to Drobo, it will take you an hour before you reach Drobo. In fact, never be Brioha, Sabia Piafa, what school service was a free education, but it's more than sending you to school fees.
Openya wo him Frankama NDC amanyo kuo no one so e Ghana man penyi dada John Dramani Mahama ade atu dwase sa ye 24-hour economy no awaka ho asam no amanfo binom e pa kire se ene NPP amanyo kuo ne de se nanso ense wo kwan bia so ne senti ne se enuoma ahodo a ebetimi ede agu akwan mu a ebeboa ma my Ghana etumi asesa na oman ye firi ohia buruburo mu asan abesi kwampa no so a oman mu no omanfo botom ebeye de no e wo sa nisuade hunu yi mu anti wo de atodwa wo kire de sa
Lancashire exams Lancashire exams since adani headache among students because you can't see yet me go to every report not my son for quite so or my son for quite so as you see ya fairly ya man pass abra yet not be 4 good years our college not my son for quite so I ye kulu bi I say where they are strong by say John Dramani Mahama was ba unje bi fa ho Lancashire exams any student allowance number
Lancashire exams you can ho asem 2020 Yaka ho dada yaka ho asem dada 2020 ento asumu say enya say wo hwe say colleges of education no ade a omo kire nkwada no enu pempens ebebia e wo say eduru a e wo say wo ye hu bibi na omutimi eye omo exams no mo pie eye dan na nkwada ombeba training college 4 years no mature exam afibia omo chiro exam afibia omo chiro exam eduru 4th year no mature final exam no more pass it ya pass here we are teacher mo your teacher for no ask waka say omo san be chiro exam bibiom ansa na maji omo to be san mo your teacher for ezu enti e dey say e ba Lancashire exam no ye be ye free ho ni ahwe nhihia ye be ye and making sure say nipa bia obekọ college of education obewie no na eche say oye teacher
Afia Brempomaa Hinne ende se manyoko no nkrabata ewo ho emebuna ewom na ekase ya wo kire se ebesi ne Ghana man panyin dada wono anso na him franka ama NDC amanyoko no ra John Dramani Mahama won fa ne running mate di metu dwa na de akra no wo twen ya ase wo ma manfo aso chese bukeka wo no mpa enti de emebuna won fifiri mantem kan ene se omampanyin John Dramani Mahama na so omampanyin dada oma wode mfa ne running mate di metu dwa na mmom wo ba oma ne remfi se obebo eye maame Jena no poku ajiba ne din na obeye ne running mate
NDC amanyoko no mebuna wamo ewo commander edina eguafo ebrem mensi ne mo edi atu mampenda da John Dramani Mahama ha eneyi wono anso na wotu franka edi ama NDC amanyoko ne mu se seba na se wo beyi ni running media mane nhwe benkum anase nifa ne mom nipa womo ehwe ni mo se obeyi no eye professor Jane na opoku esa ne se mami nipa bia waboa NDC amanyoko ne papa recenti woyi no ma ne be ni running media ade se obetimi ama NDC amanyoko no afa ne ntemapa efra
ya semaye de ye ka kire omampanyin dadaw incoming president John Dramani Mahama de ya hwere yi ma chel ye do sese no mo ntie bebia mo mfa ankwa ha ye se no Jena na poku agima professor ofiyen yen constituency ye se no Nizin bono wachel. We dumbe odo bonizin. Nizin bona ache dodo. Mo montia wono bo nyina obwa. besie oyin as running mate ye call 2020 elections yi won hwe mbesiafo dona pa wa pe ndi samayoku yi yempere kere be kan statistics na ade wom bo ye hwa ya bato no woyin as running mate ne mbesiafo wonya dona pa oboto ma ndc in 2024 elections ye komi yes no idimbono achel ye pano chowara yes no ombo besie ni din ntem ansana sebe yanom so abowonzin
NYC Anna NDC Central Regional Women Organizer Miss Faustina Lamte also editor just say Yesha mfimpimienu eni dunsianim odebo Professor Jenana Opoku abo ediama NDC amanyoko na wonso say se mampenda John Dramani Mahama esanso eyinu se wonye de rani media ebetumi aboa NDC amanyoko nipa nensem no ebini
carry no who so well there Cheyenne results in 2016, Nayen results in 2020. And after 2020, Mamin, Onhumi, Ogudu, Onyia Rakasa, Oriya Party, do more mobilize, Oriya more Sefatebia, Yenimde Yem Papa John Dramani Mahama, Onguyem Mami Professor Jenopo Kwajaman, Nenima Sada. On simple. But internet yen dimri kambe ye press conference there ye hwehwe there John Mama or yen papa John Mama onfa Professor Nana Jenopo Kwajaman bra baby yen ne yeba ka kyen o ye nana sade there obeye na yenyim there ongu maame n'enyim ase iti ye gidi there this year before year ne be ending yeba san ya boye maame ne dimbiom Sheila nsesa Professor Jenana Okwajaman or partner John Dramani Mahama into the 2024 election. Come 7th January 2025, she will be sworn in as the first female Vice President of the Republic of Ghana.
Sukuba kwa watesensem trofo ema wonumu enya adwuma eye se eye radio so se eye TV so eye classic multimedia so se eye ka say wode wonum graduation ahwehwe so na we ene de toso nsia ya waja adesuafo no kwan every school no mo se wonko monten so enkoye adwuma mo a omen empuntuo
CEO ene Kofarbai Emma Classic Multimedia Institute Ora Prince Diodu editor just say wosi school yi emfie dunie na graduations makomako ensia ena wonom aye ensenti suapon ene swade hunu ene se wamo etete eye mabunu emaya ene momrante na wamo abaye ensemtwa formapa ewo my Ghana mu
yamiado na brewaye makwan ama yetumi ende apaso enye fedi agro akra and then a 6th graduation ceremony of Classic Multimedia Institute. Last year, we did tonight as a film we is Crofo Ekaka, Nayasu, say a boy of home one day, or my moon, and I know my moon, Crofo France with baby, a basque, and my dear Moshe share some obeyance and training radio so any TV show.
Wakasa we ye and our science so editor just say and kamya ye say my Ghana mu nipa bi esusu say wotro nsose na wodi nkoko potowa and awoko media school na obey nsem training wo chese sansem no kura bia enimu esanse womo a womo ye journalist anasa womo eco media schools ahodo no eye nipa bi a womo adwene mu edo na wonimude
mesra mo munja se mutu futuro dego ebi mo enisu efane so wentwa media school wentwa me pacho sebe media school ye ntete we are wentwa na mom de tennis se na adwuma no eye professionalism meeting oba ye boa ye tete emfa wo se wutwa ye wentwa na mom anka se oh me de na me baza me bo na me koye mentwa me pacho ntesa futwa mde mama nkofo a mo kasa ina ne se mesra mo adwuma bia ne ho wo man mu a eye mre eye nimde ntesa wanka se wo nimde no ko ade a wo betumi aye
enwachi enamrashe bedweni ema de hia womo ewo okan kwe north wonimonyamfo Theresa Ladi Awini enso editor just say every mfiempimienu ene dunsienim ena Ghana Companies Excellency Nana Adodanko Ekufuado ehye womo bo se obehwe na waseja na bia ede ama womo titru ene ade hia womo ewo nima ene ne botemu na so bepemu ne enya de se aban no aye bibi ede afa ho oto aso esan so editor just say Ghana Company ehye bo se wo ba zongo community estates ahodo a ewo ni man ne bottom no wobeda ne nyina aye no estate na so wo kire se ensem ahodo a woka nyina no enya de se wedi ebia so ensem no ebinyi
sorry na na do a otinima say yakase zongo si na beye estate and anado pen and fie dani estate esane say wo muti wo nyina wotu obi ade hono mo ye residential area apart from nanado fie mun kire ye ba ku central for mun sidwam na mun kire ye ba ku baby ba ku a zongo ba ku adani estate e wo Ghana omo ka kire yen say omo ba dollar no omo beye ni ye yesika say petrol na ye to no ya to na he ene ye to petrol say enti me pamacho I mean, we have a clear message, but here is not a threat because you must say, excuse me to say, he's a pathological liar. Near Wakebia and Mamu, your catcher and I tro. Now we are penny now didn't draw near from Trofani and D. What's him. And Yemi said, Baumia candidate channel, and Yadia yes, not a Uti or Momo party ma. Alancha Mountain Crackers and another is not different from Bamia. You cannot separate the two, they came together.
Emreno Afia Kasiebo ne guso edesum wono free Ctv so etwa no wabe fonte video so Facebook MyCTVGH ye gina we so na yahome kase so agiaboafo nkrato me ba de aka wo ha me de beso mo
Be thrilled, educated, and entertained. Team Queen Ghana is here, showing this and every Saturday, 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. live on CTV, Ghana's #1. Powered by Ashkoff Productions Limited, who gets to represent Ghana on an international platform come June 2024. Team Queen Ghana, it's your time, own it.
Ba wa kusumi ke wa gbejano to e ni legbe wo ke suenye yin ni keje ba wa kusumi ke boni bi ya la ha boni wo wula ke wo ko jami ni cho boni gadangbe kro wo yo ha elega ni bi kokro me wo kemi o sakumanya wan baby, the CTV no. Da jufo ketegmejeje Kenya. Be mi nini kebo. Woba kaseni, woba tasi, woba yo shaku ni mangmegbe. Ke habo mo no yo je. Owo children. Yes, CTV no. Ni legbe. Be here me.
Afia Brempomaa Hinne kwa ba Emreno Afia Kasiebo CTV so afei no waka ho a ira se emwakwa ba afei ento aso e na yenkoye ni mo ensem foforo emo owura kwa na ni abrepa se wonya assemblyman na obedi ewo eye ayensuo no district ye no ewo epoyema ntemo owura kwa kukumi wode ato omanfo ani mo so wonya ni mo arehemu nto abanama no na nyame eya adom obemampuntuo akoso pa empotemo
se ewomuse womo ewo kwiano abato mpeso aso no eba no empuntunwuma womo enyebi nanso sede woye assemblyman ne de onim sei ne manfo na se ne party fo adwene wono mo pa na sede womo epe empuntuo ewo kwemu ho no woba se assemblyman na wobehwe se womo benya sa empuntuo ni na enunti ono de waye krado se wode nsachiraye eba eye kwiano abato mpeso aso na wonim se emrebi a etwemu ne de na tesa ho kire de womanfo afemu bi pa oninyafo kwa kukumi ya dodo na efrene se abomoje aye businessman na wode to kuanofo ni na enimu se ma wo bia e ma ne bumfo ne mom no wobehwe se empuntuo no wo monsa ebekebi
abobiman etuna so memu a achansa eye abobi minimade kodohum abehu yimu ese nanaka me kusupa assembly ni se me boadia nanaka chire know, Sana Abobri, and then Tama, the person me banye, West Nakasa, Ganonum, a month for Penafo, and a Lagunum, Tika. On Fiat has been moving the piano. The couple going with one or one for so. On my piano, what kind of a mission? You know, you can't become one and rabbit. And dry up in your piano. But I had a mistake too much. Give it back before him best, something slap.
And which way and other shiny be any Ctv Kasiebo at Chuchunkomo, Edin Semse, a giant.
Momoje, Nipebia, or Nini. No, ye Nipebia, na ye here, or Bimbe Dinaquiano, electoral area, and name. Ye 2 yana Mokono, Nepo Kasai. One Pupunity. Most say it's my baby Nima, on fire and Ensife, into Obejina. Yensu, who modern one, Obo, Ayeswano. Oboa Ayeswano mine, school dying, or Timiko yet, Bibia, I say MP and MP and Timmy and Yakran, or Nova Agmoji, obey, until yet Tanaso Junet say, Nibaki and electoral area be Gina for assembly member. Bibi and who I be here, a friend, yet to answer friend, until the head Honorable, Yaya Unipa. The year of Bar Fichasino, and can all the bell, Ayeswano, near you. Yan announce never, but assembly my abako, the who's on one of it, anything I dinner hop, then buy even Rono official crowd will say, of assembly mine. Yeah, a chance of dinner and queer no domain, yeah, you better find a hooker. Nay, I born pussa, perfume lady is singing. You'd go to any more so, nay, I be bearded. Want to me opportunity. Osin send ya kan wajatu nti obedi enim ye woni mugidies obetimi aye nti na yade man yadamase
ne kwakwemu nana odai kwiano kwachire hene edi ensemwe ene tuja
kana muntu ya otuo electoral area ni mu na abra adwene nti aso nti nana mu nyina ne aka yenti abonse shede ne kwa obeboa yi wo hwe ye network problem a ye brepa nti so ba ye say owo obetumi alobe ema ye network etumi ejina enti ena nana mo etana chi say onko to e kasem isani say ene bibi akoye digital enti won peso aso awo no ona bokro mankasa wo no obeye kwaje okojina baabi ye okobi won say say obeti but isani say ho no bia eboche nkwinti no obeti nti network di mso ba obetumi aye ho dwuma amayi atese wa bonti nyina se si be de echi no ehu hia paade nanso edane dua omomode anso ometo mo ho akogu monte so no watumi ato aba no watumi edi nkonyem no watumi abeboaye
Afia yenko shai osu documents no emu esanse na osebedwani ema shai osu doku abato mpesua eso onumnyamfo Linda Obiniwa oklu sabra yekase namna basa so amomanfo ewo ologo chowe sesei wanya ensu kroje ya wobenom amapomudensem ejina ne naiso
Ojumedia woye yenase ena mashebedwani ede tudwa se enso de ehu yiyama wo bibia enunti en woni Tuduk Development Center for ekabomu a womo ede boho foforo abre omanfo wo shy osudoku ena afenso ne mpotemu na neni agiye papa se wo bepie wono mu a ene wo mu twa womanimu a boho no womanfo ebesase enya ensupa anum enunti wogina eye na manyuko no anemu NDC party no afenso ode asidapiesie ema Tuduk Development Center sa womo etie wonum esufra wakabo mo edisa adwumedi we no ehhehye so.
Mr. Tepeli, we are asking for more and we are so grateful for this relief, and I pray anytime you drink from this borehole, just say a prayer to them. And I believe being please let me speak the local dialect so that they understand. Mr. Tepeli, in your school, and I ask you allergy the public relations. John man can school fees or pay school fees. So I've benefited from paying school fees because at school Dominicana, a peony food in California, Shall also do here, Wanganifu. In fact, Chapino Fellow, you are come over Mani Mappy. And some of MPs are project is lobbying is also part of our project.
And which way and woman hene a yanane mate agidi ene empenifobi editu just a wombeshe se bohu fufre ya yede abano. Obesho su ye pa ne tumiache na woman for enyansupebi anom.
Honorable Dr. Linda Oklu. Yes, sir. You are welcome. Thank you. Honorable members of Tudek Development Center, you are all welcome. I'm very happy today and elated that we should all gather here for one purpose, for the purpose of commissioning the borehole water which has been so dear to our hearts. I don't know how you got the information and then you decided to do it. So we thank you for that. Okay. And I think I'll read our letter of appreciation to you. First, to our dear Dr. Honorable, for Shah Osudoku constituency, letter of appreciation. I, on behalf of the good people of Agomeda Olokochowe, appreciate you and Tudek Development Center on the efforts of sincerity and successfully completing the borehole project to be commissioned today. We are pleased to see you accomplish your goal successfully in a very short time.
Abuja for fe na yedru so no eyedwade ene sikasam Kasiebo na owura brain ne champon ya wo no bo modern ya wo hye ankacha nsam so e de atodwa se de koko board wo mo bo kapa ka twitwiri de koko board obo no enya asam ketu akura wo na Ghana fo bisa sa den wo kyeresa se koko board wonum akwa bobo ka ama bui dam ho enhyehyeye nyina koko board de atuaka ena afa koko rose bi so a eno so akwan ahodo bi a wo se yiyi e wo my Ghana mo nyina koko board wa ena efa ho kanti se amakoko board adwa eko no wonum ho akire wonum pa na ho kire ebinsi da wonum abakosemo.
Mr. Speaker, yes indeed, cocoa farmers, cocoa board was in crisis. Cocoa board was in crisis because cocoa board is paying for the lights to be on by paying for Buida. Cocoa board is paying for Buida. Mr. Speaker, Cocoa Board at the moment is constructing almost 5,000 kilometers of roads throughout the country. Mr. Speaker, this is a fact. I am not talking about completed roads. I am talking about ongoing roads, whether IPCs. Mr. Speaker, I repeat, I am not talking about completed cocoa board roads. I am talking about ongoing cocoa board roads, whether IPCs have not been honored and therefore they have been stopped or what. Cocoa board is committed to almost 5,000 kilometers of roads across the country, and that is a fact. Mr. Speaker, we have presented the list of cocoa board roads to the House, and that is a matter of public record. Mr. Speaker, cocoa board, the road commitments that cocoa board has made, the investment, the contracts, without the rationalization that is going on, stands at the tune kindly of about 21 billion Ghana cedis. That is roads that is being constructed across the country that we expect Cocoa Board to be paying for. And therefore, if we, the people, expect Cocoa Board to be paying for our lives to be on, if we, the people, expect Cocoa Board to be paying for roads to be constructed, if we, the people, expect that Cocoa Board will cut down on cocoa trees and rehabilitate them so that the cocoa farmers will have their cocoa farm back, and by that liability, the strength of that liability weighs down Cocoa Board, then we, the people, cannot stand back and say that Cocoa Board in itself has collapsed. We put the burden on Cocoa Board, and we have to make a decision whether we will keep the books clean or we want the roads constructed. We have to make a decision whether we want Cocoa Board to pay for the lights on or we stay in darkness. That is a decision that we have to make. But if we make a decision to construct the roads, if we make a decision to put the lights on, if we make a decision to rehabilitate the cocoa farms, and there is a liability, it will be most unfair to blame us, and I mean us in this room, for the decision that we have made to save the country.
Afia Brempomaa Kasiebo na Arnold Asamoah Baidu entertainment pundit base nigidie nsemo yenkyerɛkyerɛmu yenkyerɛ yadwena na no abremu yie pa woni nsɛmtwerɛfo atwetwe nkɔba ma wabɔ FDA adwayiko nachi ya wɔkyerɛ sɛ FDA fo de hyehyɛ bi ba ye sɛ wo ye celebrity wo my Ghana mu a woni ho kwan sɛ obɛbɔ nsaden ho dawuro wo my Ghana mu no wɔkyerɛ sɛ san hyehyɛ ye ɔde ba ye mfaso ɔbɛ pa ne ba so amma celebrities ni bi brepa baby anankeja ujutwe twa wormo kakra enye sika ba ko mienu bi ede bo wormo bra no se na FDA fo age wormo no aduane enti se FDA fo be hwe na sa hihye ya wode ba ye no watwamu a wontwam na celebrities enya wormo ne na adwuma bi opeso ye omanmu no watumi aye ne sa
we are sub beverage companies no efa most of their celebrities as brand ambassadors. And you and I know for a fact, say, one of the biggest revenue generation points for celebs, endorsement deals. It's all catchy, sa avenue, no, not just a industry, no crowd. And it's a fact. Since 2015, almost had the law by industry, no, I hear some way. Beverage companies see to me and sponsor events. Almost someone to me sponsor productions. Almost someone to me celebs as brand ambassadors. And you're say about. It's in your mind, no, as a regulator, no, you are thinking that we create an environment of sanity, but you are industry we are create generate support. Miss G, okay, say DSTV for example, and DSTV virtually is in almost every home. So in every home corner, our pubs. Enter every pub and you see DSTV showing. And I'm not saying this to discredit the DSTV for. But the point is, time a betting issue you buy, you catch them say I think I'm more banning celebrities in connection with betting. Because you have foreign footballers endorse betting and is in our faces. I'm because say, oh, but DSTV any other ones no any domain. But it's showing in our homes. It is showing in our pubs. Champions League, Champions League. Tuesday, Wednesday, every household, every pub is showing Champions League. Kids, teenagers, them pass Champions League. Champions League, Heineken. Champions League is sponsored by Heineken. One of the sponsors is Heineken. We see it every time. Senior Pierre Henry and we are Gerard Piqué and a tie Heineken. But we watch it. So Heineken adverts, no, they don't actually show it with any of the celebs drinking. So why can't we do the same? Say if the celeb can actually endorse it by not exhibiting it or no, but still endorse it, I didn't tell you to me because okay. So Heineken for to me na call that line. They say celebs will be to me and do a go on that same tangent. And for me, I feel that they missed the point. And I saw Sami Uku in the cut. People that went to the court. Yes. Oh, man need me say me to chairman rough. Samuel Okumi to chairman as a CEO of NLA. Because other entities in urban celebs left, right, and center now say there be. Meaning the value of celebs meaning influencer celebs It was the likes of gaming commission every year for no urban celebs no minimum the metro mabemo and actually use them. And go and see the progress all year NLA. Go and see the progress. Because celebrities no ever influence, more following, more clout. It's what they feel say on Monday, it's not a responsibility is to protect the Kwalana. Why don't you use these celebs in educating them Kwalana in that light? What stops you from engaging these celebrities and saying, listen, alcoholism no drink. And see how do we collaborate and do a certain project a bit rather no man unkofobi and go into that canker. But rather no kill them in that and not all sounds who you saw in the right light. And you see, and when they lost no more complaints, they don't even give us empirical data and evidence. So, in the last 2 years, research and we say kids between 6 and 8 or 15 and 12, alcoholism nothing. They just come and say oh, by WHO, we're facing by lobbying into nearby celebrities. No evidence, no empirical data, nothing shows. It's immediately support. They should go to court and let the court decipher. Say, I didn't know more than yes, celebs and in that show. A talk someone I say and talk some and let the court decide.
Afia Brempomaa Hinne Kasiebo emu na Liberia mine kwoto aba abato no echie no mampanyina na oteso eye Georgia ya bodo no fomfram ama kane mampanyini eye Ellen Johnson Sirleaf na bedi echire Joseph Wakai wono na enkunumdie no ekomano
Wano ena no ye enkane mampeni abedi echire edema Ellen Johnson Sirleaf ya oye Georgia wobedi ne sonkunim 2018 afenimo na wobia enimo se papa no babia wo finu ninchi ebi eni ho no munemu no wobone humodin pa Wakai eya ade bia wo hwe so ebone humodin ewo enwuma ahodo mu ya dodo na enimu no se wono de echese wopie ekọ enhyiemu ahodo a wobehunu anase waba weni betwa ne subia no na echese woda we adia womanfo dodo na ede ehye nso na ne opponent nso ehu se esanse wenyi ninti no na womo ekyerese okopie beebi sana ya na woda na eyadia ne supporters area tudwa se eye ne mfie ya ekonanimu nina no womo enim se openi no eye obi a wobetime aboa ama eye katase hye girumu enepo ye kankan nina no womo to ase ede afi woman ni mu Wakai asaso ahye womanfo nina ebose obebomodea ahwe se womo ebenya empuntuo ahodwa ebetumi ayi womanfo ede afi ahokyere ene eye kwadana ene nkwasum emu ya esese no ukopie mu Liberia dodo na ebre ewo huntia na nema eye nine na enkane vice president ye eyadia dodo na eto apa ede ema no womakyere mu se openi no eye obi a ne yemu ye pa enunti United States of America mino ebo na baso wabra wobeye mampeni eye Yeba Joseph Wakai womo ekyere se weni ajepa se wabone humodia ababeye mampeni sanso ene wobibia eni agesa abre sanse womo woni mugidie se woba wobetimi aboa amakatase hyenina no womo to ase afei ohia no obeyi womanfo ede afrimu
Liberia main semi so na mejina na enyumre no nsia Kasiebo no mede ne nyina esie ye fast da man panyfo a ebo chinchim fidie ne fruma ekeka ne oma bo anima Kasie ye de ebrewo Afia Brempomaa Hinne ene mosomfo ene enyumre nyame ya adoma ebrepem ye besan ehia na so sa brede abusua ye de nkra
CTV, Ghana's #1.
Melcom Black Friday is back, now bigger and better. From 3rd November to 3rd December, just enjoy flaming hot Black Friday unbeatable deals in all Melcom stores nationwide and online. It's time to shop like never before. Melcom Black Friday is back and now live. Terms and conditions apply. Melcom, where Ghana shops.
Be thrilled, educated, and entertained. Team Queen Ghana is here, showing this and every Saturday, 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. live on CTV, Ghana's #1. Powered by Ashcroft Productions Limited, who gets to represent Ghana on an international platform come June 2024. Team Queen Ghana, it's your time, own it.
It is Gian. He's in the area. He scores!
Ghana, get ready for a thrilling and an engaging experience on your #1 sports magazine show, Sports Queens. On this show, we get to bring you exclusive interviews from the world of sports. Highlights from the major Premier Leagues.
Move here for West Ham. Kudos takes the touch. And finds a fabulous finish. Through there towards Mbappe. What a start from kickoff.
Athletics, boxing, Formula 1, and many more.
Just going to do it. Oh, sharp top kick here. Verstappen over.
But that's not all. I get to sit with my queens and seasoned pundits as we discuss sports headlines and trending stories. Sports Queens, let's talk sports with a feminine touch.
Sports Queens, coming soon, only on CTV, Ghana's #1.
Kajeba wa kusubike wa gbejano toe, nilegbe wa keswenye ye. Kajeba wa kusumike boni bi ya la ha. Boni wa wula ke wo konjami ni cho boni gadagbe. Kro wo yo wa ha. Elege ni bi kokro mewo. Kemi o sakumanya wan. Afebe ya CTV enu. Da jupo ke jegmejeje Kenya. Be mi ni kebo. Wo ba kaseni, wo ba tasi, wo ba yo saku ni mangmegbe ke habomo no yo je. Wo wo children. Ya CTV enu. Nilegbe here
CTV, Ghana's #1.
By fire, by force, something must happen. Something must happen. Something must happen. By hook or crook, something must happen.